Today now we are discussing more and more information about water potential. In that, see, if some solute is dissolved in pure water. So this is pure water. In this pure water, solute, nothing but salts, any type of salts. So if some solute dissolved in solute, it is solute is dissolved in pure water. If some solute is dissolved in pure water, the solution has fewer free water molecule. So commonly, so here in this topic, whatever we are discussing now, that we cannot see with our eye. Just there they have given procedure. According to that, we have to understand. If you are unable to understand, also we have to try to understand. So this concept is a little bit dry topic. So listen carefully. So this is the pure water. In that pure water, when we will add solute, if some solute is dissolved in pure water, the solution has, when solute is added in the water, then that is called solution. It is, everybody knows that in chemistry or physics, you might have learned. So this solution has fewer free water molecule. The water molecules are few, and the concentration of water decreases. See, when in this one something copper sulfate, so copper sulfate, it is a type of a salt. If we will add to this water, then what happens in this one? Water molecules are fewer, then the concentration of water is decreases. Then when the concentration of water is decreased, then automatically water potential also decreases. Water potential also decreases. Okay, ma? That's all. So that is the first point. Here, very simple point. So if you listen, you can understand. So we have taken pure water. In that pure water, a little we have added salt. When we add salt to the pure water, then automatically what happened? So water molecule concentration in that solution, the water molecules gradually decreases, and the concentration of water also decreases. Concentration of water decreases parallelly. That in that particular water potential also decreases. That only here. First point is same. Next, hence all solutions have lower potential. Because of this property, all solutions, this is called solution. This is called solution. When salt is added to the water, then this is called solution. So because of this, all solutions have lower water potential. The water potential is lower. Water potential nothing but kinetic energy. So then pure water. Okay. Hence, all solutions have lower water potential than pure water. Pure water have more potential, more water potential. So, the magnitude of this, by observing this, lowering due to dissolution of solute is called solute potential. So, if you will observe continuously, what happened? So, lowering, what lowering? Water potential is lowering. See, but the magnitude, by observing this, lowering, water potential is gradually lowering due to dissolution of solute is called solute potential or psi s. Psi s is always negative. Listen carefully. So when we will add solute to the water, then what happened? So solute, salt is distributed in this. The salts are distributed. This is only, if you will observe magnitude of this, if you will observe this, lowering, water potential is lower due to dissolution. Dissolution means what? Dissolution of solute. Okay, dissolution of solute. Water potential is represented for a solution at atmosphere. Okay, so water potential represented with psi W. Solute potential is represented with psi S. Okay, that's all. Next, if a pressure greater than atmospheric pressure, see, if a pressure more and more than atmospheric pressure, if it is applied to pure water or a solution, its water potential is increases. Pumping water from one place to another, pumping water from one place to, it is equivalent to pumping water from one place to another place. See ma, here, this point also very important. If a pressure is great than atmospheric pressure is applied to pure water. See, this is pure water. To this pure water than atmospheric pressure, if we will apply pressure, all of you listen, ma, again power off ma, in our surrounding area, again power off. Okay ma. So see here, if a pressure is, so from this side we applied pressure. If we will apply pressure, if pressure is more than atmospheric pressure, than atmospheric pressure, if we will apply pressure to the pure water or a solution, solute plus water, it is called solution. Then what happened? Is applied to pure water or solution. Then what happened here? Water potential is increased. Water potential is increased. Its water potential is increased. So then what happened? It is equivalent to pumping water from one place to another place. Here, whatever the process is there, that is equivalent to pumping water from one place to another place. Generally in agriculture field or in our body, in plants, water is pumped from one place to another place. Water is pumped from one place to another place through this point only. When we will apply more pressure to solution or pure water than atmospheric pressure, then automatically water potential is increased. If water potential is increased, kinetic energy rises, then water is moved. So this is equivalent to pumping water from one particular place to another, or else one system to another system. Okay, so here see, can you think of any system in our body where pressure build up? So see here one question, general question it is. Generally in our heart, pressure is build up. From lungs to heart, in lungs also some pressure is build up. So due to that pressure only, oxygenated blood is pumped, deoxygenated blood is pumped. Okay, that's all. So pressure can build up in a plant system. Even in plants also, like this way, when water is moving, when water enters a plant cell due to diffusion, causing a pressure build-up. Generally, when water is enters into the plant cell, so plant cell water is entered due to diffusion process from higher concentration to lower concentration. So when the water is entered into the plant cell due to the diffusion, it leads to pressure build-up. In that particular cell, a kind of a pressure is built up. So due to that pressure build up against the cell wall, see water is entered here. Here through diffusion process, water enters into the plant cell. Here some pressure is built up against the cell wall. This is called cell wall, against this cell wall. So it makes the cell turgid. So when pressure is built up, automatically this cell wall is turgid. Turgid nothing but swelling, bulge. The cell turgid. This increase the pressure potential. Due to this, automatically pressure potential is increased. So pressure potential usually positive, though in plants negative potential. Generally, pressure potential usually positive. Pressure potential always maintains positive. So pressure potential is usually positive, though in plants negative potential or tension in the water column in the xylem. It plays a major role in water transport of a system. See here this point, pressure potential. So when the cell becomes turgid, at that time in that particular cell, a kind of a pressure is rising. That is called pressure potential. So pressure potential always positive due to absorption of more and more water molecules. So though in plants negative potential or tension in the water column. So see here, so when pressure potential is positive in cell wall, generally inside the plants, negative potential is maintained. Negative potential or some kind of a tension is created in the water column. So tension created in the water column, how the tension is created in the water column? See here, see, like this way. It is water molecules like this way. So first water molecule is enters into the xylem. It is a xylem. So when first molecule entered, automatically second molecule, third molecule, fourth molecule, fifth molecule, sixth molecule, like that. Continuously water enters into the cell. At that time, in between these two, some kind of a pressure is created. Tension is created. So pressure potential usually positive, though in plants negative potential or tension in the water column, in the xylem, it plays a major role in the water movement, in the water transport of a system. So pressure potential always denoted by psi p. Pressure potential is always denoted by psi p. Pressure potential always denoted by psi p. Here see, so the pressure potential is denoted as psi p. Okay. Next, water potential of a cell is affected by both solute and pressure potential. So water potential of a cell, see here one more point, it is the plant cell. So water is entered. So water potential of a cell is affected. So water potential of cell is affected by both solute, that means salts, and pressure potential. Here already pressure potential will be there. Okay. So due to the pressure potential and salts, the water potential is affected. Okay. That's next, the relationship between solute potential and pressure potential is like this way. So water potential is equal to the solute potential plus pressure potential. Okay, that's this is. Here one point you have to remember. What is that? A solution containing more solute. See here, a solution. This is the beaker. In the beaker, water is there. This is pure water. Pure water. A solution containing more solutes. That means to this pure water, solutes are added. Then it is called solution. A solution containing more solutes. This is the solution. The solution containing more solutes. See, if a solution containing more solutes always has lower water potential, the water potential is always lower. Yes. Okay, so a solution containing more solutes, this is the solution. This is the solution. This solution containing more solutes. More solutes means what? When we will add any solutes, then automatically, so it has more and more salts. In that conditions, in this solution, water potential is less. This point is very important. And a solution containing less solutes. So this is the solution. In this solution, the solutes are less. Then it has higher water potential. This point you have to remember. Because of this point only, this topic today I taught. Actually, this topic I don't want to teach because so 15 years onwards, this topic I am teaching. Even 1 year also, they did not ask a question for PU board. CET, they did not ask even one time also. For need's sake, objective time, I wanted to discuss this topic. Okay. So, but here, this point is important to solve next one question. That's why this topic I have taught. So a solution, once again. So in a solution, if solute concentration is more, then in that solution, water potential is less. That is one point. A solution containing more solute, whatever may be the solution containing more solutes, in that particular solution, water potential is less. Okay, ma, water potential is less. Next, in a solution, whatever may be the solution containing less solutes. If a solution containing less salts, in that particular solution, the water potential is higher. This line is very important. On the basis of this one question, you have to solve. Okay, so this is called water potential. Water potential is equal to, so pressure potential plus solute potential. Sorry, solute potential. Solute potential. Okay, that's all. Next, come to the point. Yesterday we discussed that osmosis. Already we discussed osmosis always occurs from higher concentration to the point of lower concentration. Okay, so see here, point of higher concentration to the point of lower concentration. So temperature. So always during osmosis, one side. Yesterday we discussed that. So A direction, A side in A chamber. This is A chamber, B chamber. So in A chamber, always temperature is more, then water molecules are moved from A chamber to B chamber. So at the same time, pressure also in A chamber, pressure is always maintained more, then so water molecules are moved from A to B. So if you wanted to understand this topic still more clearly, here, see here. This is, so if this temperature and pressure is maintained properly, then only osmosis occurs properly, or otherwise this osmosis process does not take place properly. Okay, next, concentration gradient. So the concentration gradients also should be in proper way in normal conditions, or otherwise due to concentration gradient also affects the osmosis. See, when pure water is separated from a solution, see, so here it is A, it is B. Here pure water is maintained. When the pure water is separated from the solution of a given strength, here solution. So solution, what solution is there? Here what solution is there? Sucrose solution is there. So, for example, 1% of sucrose solution, 1% of sucrose solution is separated by, here see, 1% of sucrose solution by semi-permeable membrane. The water molecules, see here, in this 1% of sucrose solution is there. It is separated by semi-permeable membrane. So the water move from, the water molecule move from, here pure water is there. Here pure water is there. So the water is moved from, water molecules move from pure water to, here water molecules are there. Those water molecules are moved from pure water to sucrose solution. That is from higher concentration to, from a region of high concentration. High concentration means what? Dilute solution. It is called dilute solution. High concentrate region, high concentration to the region of lower concentration. It is called concentrated solution. Concentrated solution. What concentration? Sucrose concentration solution. Here pure water. Pure water is called dilute. Okay, so pure water is dilute. Then, so the water is water molecules are moved from pure water to the sucrose solution. That is from region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. So this is called osmosis. Okay, see here, from a region of higher concentration to the dilute solution to the region of lower concentration. So if solute is allowed to move, see here, if solute, this is called solute A, B. If solute allows to move, it will move from sucrose solution to pure water. If solute means sucrose, is allowed to move, if we will allow to move from B to A, sucrose will move from B to A. That means what? Sucrose solution to pure water. But here what was there? Semi-permeable membrane does not allow. Semi-permeable membrane does not allow. It means sucrose, and hence the movement of the solvent occurs. hence the movement of solvent. Solvent means pure water occurs. So here semi-permeable membrane does not allow to move from B to A. If this semi-permeable membrane is not there, means sucrose will move to pure water. But here, so the semi-permeable membrane does not allow to move sucrose solution from B to A. That's why solvent, water is universal solvent. Hence, the movement of the water occurs from A to B. If solute is allowed to move, it will move from sucrose solution to pure water. But semi-permeable membrane does not allow it, and hence the movement of solution occurs. Same point repeated again. Okay, that's so. This is the information about osmosis. Very simple experiment. Okay, so pure water always has higher temperature, pressure, and high concentration. Okay, so that molecules are moved. Okay, that's here. For example, see clearly if you wanted to understand. This is C. It is A, it is B. It is a semi-permeable membrane. Here, water molecules are 1000. Water molecules are 1000. Salts are 100. Salts are 100. Here, salts are 200. Salts are 200. Water molecules are 1000. Okay, then what happened here? Here salts are less. Here salts are more. Then what happened? Automatically, this water is moved from A concentration to B concentration. Okay, so in this one, water concentration is more, salts concentration is less. Here, salts concentration is more. Sorry, here, less you make it 100. Water concentration is less due to salts concentration. Is more. Water concentration is less. Then automatically, so water from concentration A to concentration B, chamber A to chamber B more. Okay, so in the A, temperature is more, pressure is more, water molecules are more. The concentration gradient of water is more. That's why water is moved from A to B. So this is called osmosis. This is the experiment we have to conduct in biology practical. Okay, that's it. Next topic. So the same experiment again we have to discuss it through potato osmometer experiment. This is called, in textbook already it was there. This is called potato osmometer experiment. Okay, so the concept of osmosis can be understood by potato osmometer and the experiment given below. Okay, so that experiment we will see. Before discussing about that, here one information we have to discuss here. Let us see. Procedure to perform the potato osmometer experiment. Here we have to see one procedure. What is that procedure? Take a Kissel funnel. Here we have to take Kissel funnel and tie the semi-permeable egg membrane. See, in the diagram already we have taken. See, these are called one Kissel funnel. It is called one Kissel funnel. In the bakers, two Kissel funnels are fixed. Like this way, we have to take two Kissel funnels. So this is the mouth. This is the region is mouth region. This region is called mouth region. This region is called mouth region. This mouth region is covered with membrane. What is that membrane? Any membrane, egg membrane we can take, animal plasma membrane, anyone we can take. Okay. So how we prepare egg membrane? See, remove the egg yolk. Take egg. Carefully puncture it here. Keep a hole and remove complete yolk. Yellow color, white color part you remove. And the albumin. Remove the yolk and albumin through a small hole at one end of the egg and place the shell in a dilute solution. Completely when we remove the yolk and albumin, so take it and keep it in HCl solution. HCl solution. So the HCl will dissolve the white shell completely. So it will dissolve completely only white shell. So after dissolving the white shell, here what is remaining? the eggshell dissolves, leaving the egg membrane intact. Complete structure of the egg membrane is left. So this egg membrane had minute pores like on our skin. So that is we have to bring and tie here. So that is called membrane, egg membrane. So invert the funnel and fill it partially with the concentrated sucrose solution. So in this one, these are called Thistle funnels. In both the Thistle funnels, we have to fill sucrose solution. Dip it in distilled water. So this is what we have to keep it in distilled water. See, like this way. This distilled water we have to take distilled water. In this one, Thistle funnel we have to fix here. Thistle funnel we have to fix. In the same way, in another experiment also. This is Thistle funnel. So dip it in distilled water. Mark the initial level. See, so initial level of the what the sucrose solution in the beaker we have to mark it. See here, initial level of the water. Here, sucrose solution it is. Okay. It is. Initial level we have to mark it. Here, initial level we have to mark it. Initial level we have to mark it. After the level, we have to mark after the finishing experiment. Okay, so mark the initial level of sugar or sucrose solution. Okay, that's all. Next, now observations. The level of solution will rise in the stem or funnel. After some time, what happened here? The level of sucrose solution is rising. See, initial level is it is. Initial level is it is. Okay, after keeping in the distilled water, after 1 hour, so the water level in the funnel is rising. See, the rising level shown. This is due to osmosis. So here, through this egg membrane, these water molecules are entered into the sucrose solution. That's why sucrose solution initial level is this much. After some time, after few minutes, automatically in this funnel, sucrose solution level is increased. This indicates that osmosis process takes place. That osmosis process always takes place from the higher concentration to the point of lower concentration. In this one, water molecules concentration is 1000. Salts concentration is 100. In this one, water molecule concentration is 100.